Hey Leslie, how are you doing?
Good. How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Welcome back to Pondering Podcasts. I see you're in a new space.
Yes, I'm at my
Uh-huh.
teaching job this morning, squeezing it in
Love
when we
it.
can,
Yeah, you're wearing a lot of hats always, but caring about what we're doing. I appreciate that. So this week we listened to the Online Marketing Made Easy with Amy Porterfield. It was episode number 408 about burning out and slowing down and how to get motivated again. And I really thought that this one, really spoke to me as far as being my own boss and what that really means. So I'm just kind of wondering, you can start if you want to skip the ads, if you're listening and you haven't listened yet, you can skip to about a minute 10 and that, then you don't have to listen to it as long. But I thought it was really good to remind us that our timeouts are really important and how being an entrepreneur and running your own business, it can become the 7 day a week job and how to step back. And I really liked her ideas of like having a 4 day work week. That idea of I'm the boss of myself. What do I want my schedule to look like? It doesn't have to be the traditional 9 to 5 like if you were working for someone else. So it was kind of eye-opening to me. For her to just question, how can you slow down? What would it look like to slow down? So I'm kind of curious, after listening to it for you, how did it prompt you to put in the brakes for yourself?
So for me, it's almost like not even necessary to have to do it for myself. I have to because I do this job too first. So every morning I am dedicated to teaching, and then I fit in my business in the afternoons. I really do try to compartmentalize my time because the business is at home. It's important that when my kids get home, it's time with them. So I really try to work the business post teaching and pre pickup in those hours when I can. And there are definitely some clients that I see, when my kids are home, but we just have a very clear agreement. And I do I do like a 4.5 day week. I tend to try to not do much Friday afternoon, except kind of wrap up the week. And then I'll have a touch point on Sunday just to give myself maybe an hour or less of a check-in, make sure everybody's scheduled and everybody's ready. And then what I like to do for myself personally is I stack a lot on Monday. So I like to create content. I like to set up posts. I like to make sure I know what I'm doing for that week. Make sure all of my clients are scheduled. Oh, you're going to get some of my teaching on here. The morning announcements. So generally speaking, that's kind of how I try to really take that step back. You're going to hear this whole thing. Let me mute myself for a second.
Okay. So, I'll just share a little bit of what I'm thinking. So, I have been horrible. I'm 7 day a week. I get up every morning and I spend that thinking time just working, kind of letting it all flow out. And I'm finding that I definitely, like after listening to I won't be able to keep that up long term. So I have been great about guarding my family time. So I do it before the kids are awake, and then I'm typically done by 5. So I do have some after school clients because I work with teenagers and some younger kids, and they need the after school hours. But I'm guarding my Fridays just like you are, which has been very helpful in catching up and not finding that end of the week franticness where I'm worn out. But I need to, I want, I'm not, I want to start having my weekends be mine. Like it's okay to not write, and it's okay to not get into that, CEU that I'm working on, that I can put that more in, the work day instead of my personal time. So this podcast really helped me remind myself that just because I can do it all the time and I am my own boss, so I'm like my own, like I've got the whip all of the time on myself. I need to step back and know that I'm doing and what I've set out to do, and carving out that time for myself will be huge. So I kind of like that, that idea of stacking it all on a Monday. I do get a lot of content done, but I need to take back some of my own personal life. So I mean, are you still listening to announcements? You are. Well, I could wrap it up and we can give airwaves to everybody. Unless you have something else that you want to add. I think this one was a good find, and hopefully for our community of coaches, they'll find that it's important for us to take that me time as well to avoid the burnout, and it'll help us be motivated when we've been recharged. So I think it's a really important idea to keep in the forefront. So I appreciate you being here. I love that you show up wherever you are to help our community and to inspire. And I look forward to the next listen. So I appreciate you being here.
Let me just drop one thing in before we go. I think it's really important that you do respect yourself, and it's hard to sometimes put yourself above others and above that business, but filling that cup is what gets you moving, and remembering that, it's not always going to go as fast as you want it to go. But burning yourself out is not going to make it go faster. Right. And that's something was really powerful for me, is when we take that time to recharge and really give ourselves the opportunity to be in a good space, we actually move faster than when we go all the time. So good reminder to sometimes you got to keep it simple, and you got to definitely put yourself in the front to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. So thank you. Sorry for the mute for a while there, but
no problem.
I'm glad we can get it done. It's proof that we do this business alongside everything else we got going on. So
yep. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Look forward to the next one. Comment below. How do you, handle burnout? What are you doing? Are you letting your business take over your life, or are you moving forward in protecting yourself and helping others? Curious to hear what the community has to say. All right. Thanks, Leslie. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.